Do I look annoyed? These freaking stupid people. The neighborhood. I'm not even upset about that so much. I've mentioned earlier last week, I have been unable to send emails for over a week. I haven't had the time to deal with it because I knew it could take some time. It's Monday morning. I got up. I got a text from my client asking me to come in an hour later because her and her kids were up extra late last night. Awesome. 7:30 in the morning. I get on my server's website and start the chat. 7:30 in the morning, my time. They're on the East Coast. 9 o'clock rolls around. We're still dealing with it. I got bullhorns and honking horns, and I got guys up on the roof banging and using torches, putting a new roof on, 10 feet above my head, trying to solve this problem. 10 o'clock in the morning, problem solved. It's 2.5 hours, over 60 screenshots, but it's fixed. Wrist check here, man. I got the Landshark, the Seiko Landshark. It's a Seiko 5 Sports. If you would get this watch first as a Seiko, you'd be like, that's super cool. But after wearing the 773J, you know, the Turtle, this feels cheap compared to that. I'm going to do a whole video on this. And one last thing here. I did a couple shorts yesterday where I was it was a friend's house, actually. And she asked me to come over and look at some work that had been done on her house. She got suckered. She got suckered by 3 different contractors who came in, and each one of them asked her for a lot of money up front. $6,000, over $8,000, over $10,000 each time. And they did some work. They didn't finish the work they said they were going to do. They didn't do some of the stuff they were supposed to do. And the work that they did do, as I showed you, and I didn't show you everything, was pretty much garbage. Now, I am not big on pooping on other people's work. That's not my thing. I don't want somebody to do it to me. I understand it. You'd be hard-pressed to look at a finished project that I've done and pick it apart. I'll say that. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Other people who I've worked for on multi-million-dollar homes have used the words like impeccable to describe my work. I don't think I'm the very best there is. I'm not that full of myself. I don't think I'm the toughest guy walking around the planet either, but I don't care who I go up against. That guy's gonna know he's been in a fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, when I show off poor quality work, that's not me trying to get work. I can't keep up with the work that comes. I don't want to work. I don't like working. I need to work enough to do what I want to do in my life, and that's what I do. But every month I turn down 3 or 4 projects. And lately for over a year, I've been working for one specific client, which is not the best thing for me financially, but it's enough. I'm happy. Although with this watch obsession, I'm gonna have to start taking on some more little side work, like on the weekends. And yesterday was part of that. I'll get to her house on weekends and get over there and start doing that. But I just wanted to say that the reason I'm showing the poor quality work, it's not to make anybody feel bad. It's not to make me look better. It's to educate the consumer. Because most of you, look, there's a lot of you here watching me that do what I do or have done what I do. You guys are awesome. You're craftsmen too. You're doers. I think most of the people watching me here are like men doing man stuff, looking at what other men are doing. Right? That's cool. We're like kind of like this weird little tribe here. I get it. But the people who hire guys like me or you, excuse me, if they can afford quality, quality craftsmen to come in, they usually also don't know the difference between good work and bad work until after it's done. Then they learn. They don't know the procedure. They could be living in their house and they don't know that underlayment was supposed to go down underneath tile first. They're paying somebody top dollar who's supposed to know. They're trying to trust you. every time I walk into a potential new client's home, I have to do psychology with them to calm them down and make them trust me, because they've just basically been beat up by an ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been through an abusive relationship with the last guy that they thought they could trust, who screwed it all up. That's why I'm there. And I'll tell you something, this is not something I experienced when I was in New Jersey back in the day. You know, I was in my early 20s doing this work. A lot of it was new home construction anyhow. I did learn how to do home improvements there. But we weren't necessarily fixing things that were just done. We were putting in things like an air conditioner in a wall, or taking out a door and putting in a slider, or whatever it was, as far as home construction goes. So I didn't have this issue of having to fix things or go in and redo things right after they were redone until I moved here to California. I'm not going to get down on anybody or a particular type of people or where they're from or anything. You know, my dad was an immigrant. You know, he had to learn the hard way. It was hard for him to learn his trade. When I've been on jobs with guys from other countries, I always befriend them. I talk to them. I treat them with respect. I explain to them, hey, work on your English. Be the first one here. Be the last one to leave. Always leave the place cleaner than you found it. Think about why you're doing what you're doing. You could be me one day. And they respect that, and we all get along, and it's all good. But a lot of guys are doing this work. I gotta move her car. A lot of guys are doing this work, and they learned via monkey see, monkey do. They don't know why they're doing what they're doing, and they have this confidence to take on jobs. Come into your house, walk in there, make you feel confident, smile. Oh, yes, no problem. Okay, top notch, da-da-da. And then they do garbage. The thing is a lot of the time, they don't know they're doing garbage. They actually think they're doing a good job. That's where the issue is. So, again, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. I'm just saying, do your due diligence. When somebody comes in, try to look at their other work. Ask them, what was the last job you did? Can I have that person's phone number? Can I talk to that person? And then talk to that person. Ask if you can go to their house and see if they're happy with it. I encourage you to do that with me. Anybody who hires me, ask me. I'll give you the phone numbers of people I've done work for. Not a problem. So that's all I'm saying. You know, it's not about me trying to make myself look better or other people look bad. I'm pointing it out to educate you. So that's all that is. You guys have a great day. I'm going back to work. It is hot, hot, hot. Fortunately, there's air conditioning in this house. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.